So
There is a post office call. The U.S. Post Office on Monterey Street in Morganton. It closes soon in 21 minutes, but will be open tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
so there's some twists to Isaiah's story that you're gonna find more than interesting, and I only found them out this morning, and to I didn't have a chance to read through the literature that Isaiah has put together for me and for himself for his case. And now I was able to read the literature that Isaiah. So if you're not familiar with Morgan Hill Police Department, warrantlessly enters into Isaiah Saldate's house, you guys should watch that video. What the reason why they came to Isaiah's house is because they used a predictive policing computer system because they said there was a spike in crime in this area. And so they came to Isaiah's girlfriend's house where her brother used to live a couple years ago, using not because the probation officer for the girlfriend's brother called and said, you need to do a probation check on this guy because of whatever. That's not why. The police decided on their own, using a computer system, that they would just come and shake down Isaiah's house. And they came here without any instruction by anybody else. They randomly picked 5 different houses here in Santa Clara. So I wonder what happened to those other 4 houses where they did a probation search. And I was reading some of what the police chief had said earlier, and now I have it pretty much memorized. I don't have a photographic memory, but I have a memory. So the police chief said that when they go to do a probation search on someone, that the front entrance of their home is the tunnel of death. That's what he said. And that police officers get shot when they're at the front home of someone doing a probation check, that they get shot. Have you guys heard of that? I haven't heard of that. We all hear about cops getting killed. They do a great big parade. We've seen the parades. So they came to his home randomly, and they brought 10 cops with them. And when they got here on a random probation check, they arrested Isaiah, full knowing that his name is not Jason, doesn't look like Jason, and Jason doesn't live here. And when I went to the police department today to try to get some sort of transparency, a year has passed, they wouldn't come to the front door. They wouldn't come to the entrance. But I didn't know that police departments were using a random predictive policing computer system to decide whose rights they would violate. And then furthermore, the policy of the Santa Clara County is that if someone in your home is listed as being on, and this comes directly from the chief of police, what's his name again? Shane Cosgrove. What is it? That's right, Shane Cosgrove. He said in a phone conversation that the policy of the police here in Morgan Hill Police Department is that if someone on your home is under probation, then they can enter your home anytime they want. They can ram the door down with a battering ram if there's someone on your home who's in probation. So if your son or daughter is on probation and they live in your home, then you lose all your rights, is what Shane Cosgrove has told the people whose rights were violated here. That's what Shane Cosgrove of the Morgan Hill Police Department told them, is that if they can ram your door down to do a probation search on your son or daughter, or your husband, or your wife, or your best friend, or your lover. So if that's your house, you've lost all the rights for you to be in your house. Oh, that's right. Shane Palsgrove. Let me see that again. And I'm Shane Palsgrove, he's going to say that the results of the investigation are unfounded and that their employee, I can assure you that the complaint was thoroughly investigated by supervisors of the department. I appreciate your sharing your concerns and allowing us to investigate this matter. Sharing his concerns, Isaiah was arrested, shackled, beat up, shoved into walls. The skin on his shoulder was broken. He was bleeding. His wrists were cuffed. He told me his wrists have been injured for the past year. The cuffs they put on him so tight, his wrists have hurt for a year. He's got problems with his wrists. He has nerve damage in his wrists from the cuffs. He still has it. Did you know that? I didn't know that. I didn't know that until I got here. It is always our intention to monitor the performance of our employees to ensure that they provide professional service that is expected by our community. Shane, let me help you out. Where do I have that other document? Shane said that the cops can come and ram your door down if you're on probation. They can come and ram your door down if someone lives in the home where you live, where they're on probation. Shane Cosgrove said that Palsgrove, that's the name of the chief of police of Morgan Hill Police Department. He told the residents here, Isaiah and his girlfriend, that the police could come to your house if you were on probation and ram your door down and search every room in the house. The Fourth Amendment says that you have to have a warrant and particularly describe the place to be searched and the person or things to be seized. Mr. Palsgrove, the City Council of Santa Clara, your policy directly conflicts with the Fourth Amendment that regardless of every Supreme Court case between then and now is unconstitutional according to the Fourth Amendment of the United States of America. You cannot decide your policy to be that if someone's on probation in someone's home, and that's the address on record, that you have a right to kick the door down with a battering ram. That's what Mr. Palsgrove told the residents here. They have a right to beat the door down and search every room in the house. What kind of country is this? He said that to them. He told them that. She said, well, what if I was afraid and I didn't want to answer the door? He said, well, then we could beat the door down using a battering ram. That's what he said. Are you guys starting to just feel the imagine the terror? Just picture it you. A random computer said predictive crime means that if they come to your house, that they're going to be able to prevent crime, which police prevent crime less than 4% of the time on the best day. But a predictive computer decided that these random 5 names that they're going to randomly go search these people's homes. And they can search anybody's house they want if someone lives there who's been on probation. What kind of 1984 Orwellian nightmare are we actually looking at? Really, that's the policy of the police here, according to the chief of police in Morgan Hill Police Department. That's what you're looking at. And remember, there was no probation officer who called the Morgan Hill Police Department and said, hey, you better get over to this address and do a probation search or probation check. Nobody called the police. The Morgan Hill Police Department said in a computer that there was more crime in the neighborhood. What should we do? And then they listened to a computer program and Isaiah gets arrested. He gets arrested. A computer program says to go to Isaiah's house And then because the computer program said that they could stop crime by coming here, they had to arrest somebody. So they arrested Isaiah and terrorized his girlfriend and almost let the cat out of the house. Oh my God. It does not end. I thought I had my phone on privacy. I wish the privacy button actually worked on this damn phone. When I don't want any notifications, I don't want anybody calling. I don't want anybody texting. I don't want any notifications. I can't get it to work. If anybody has an iPhone and can tell me how to make it so that nobody can call through, no notifications. I don't want any notifications. I want to be left alone when I turn my phone off. So anyway, I wish I was here to teach a long lesson, but I think that the long lesson is that the Santa Clara County has created a policy that if you're on probation, they can go into anybody's house where there's someone on probation. That's unconstitutional. That's unconstitutional. And Isaiah is suing. So as soon as we can get in front of someone to petition, I'm going to bring Isaiah on camera and he's going to say some stuff. But Isaiah, it's still an ongoing thing here. We're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. We're not stopping. We want the body cam footage. It's been a year. We want the body cam footage. We want the body cam footage. It's been a year. Sorry, I repeat myself. I'm frustrated. Why can't he have... The police didn't kill anybody. No dogs died. We want the body cam footage. We want to see what those cops were saying. When they were talking to each other, we want to hear what they were saying. Because we think that they're tyranny. That's what we think. We think that they're full of tyranny. We think that they enjoyed what they were doing. And that they did cruel and sadistic things. Which would go against the 8th Amendment. Ripping a guy down like that by his handcuffs, giving him nerve damage in his wrists. The guy's got nerve damage. From ripping him down by his cuffs in the front yard. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Handcuffs are torture cuffs. So, Morgan Hill Police Department, Shane Palsgrove said their policy. So I would like to ask Shane some questions. So we're going to find out from Shane. And tomorrow we're going to go and we're going to talk to some people in the city council, and we're going to try to talk to the mayor coming up this next. We're going to make some moves here. Let's get some transparency. Why can't we have the body cam footage? Why can't Isaiah have the body cam footage? How come he can't have the body cam footage? Why is it a secret? That's what I got. All right, guys. So listen, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to get out of here. I just want to give you guys the updates. There was not a probation check request. I just want you guys to know that. There was no request for service from the probation department on Isaiah's girlfriend's brother. No one called the cops and said, hey, you need to go over there and check out this guy who's on probation. That didn't happen. They just randomly decided to go to this home here where the person on probation hadn't been in 2 years. And Isaiah's famous line that we now laugh about is, hey, that's cool. The probation department's here. Nobody here's on probation. Because I'm not on probation. Cool. You and I are in two different things. We're doing you're in one thing and I'm in another. You're here for someone on probation and I'm not on probation, right? So I don't see any problem here. Cops are here for someone on probation. Cool. No one here's on probation, brother. Thanks for coming by, though. Maybe we'll tell you about the person on probation. We'll talk about the person on probation. But no one here's on probation, so there shouldn't be a problem here. Nobody here is on probation. That should be it, right? Are you on probation? No, you're the probation department. You're representing the probation department. I wonder if that's the probation department right there. Do you always think that now, Isaiah? Do you always think that could be the probation department? That's the probation department. Or it could be, dun, 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 the pizza man. The pizza man. So he says there's no way anything can go wrong here. It's the probation department. Just let him in. Just let him in. Nothing can go wrong here. Nothing bad here can happen because no one here is on probation. So we can just let them right in our house. We can just open the door. All right, pizza's here. I got to get out of here. Thanks for watching, you guys. We'll follow up tomorrow. We're gonna do another attempt tomorrow to go talk to some people. We're gonna get someone eventually that has some responsibility here for the at least the chief of police, like who, maybe somebody. All right, so I'll hit you guys tomorrow. Thanks for coming. Talk to you soon. Later, Gators.